So I did it. I am back. And as with all people who are alive, there might be noises in the background because people actually live here. More importantly, the dogs live here and they tend to be loud sometimes. I'm just transferring some glue from one to another. I don't know if you noticed, but my glue bottle broke, so I bought a new one. Unfortunately, I couldn't just put the new cap on the old bottle. I have to transfer the glue to the other one. It's just annoying, right? But that's it. That's the way it works. And I'm not particularly a fan of the needle ones, but that was what I could get. There we go. There we go. And I have prepared 8 card bases and picked out some pattern papers that I'm hoping I can use for this. Let's just leave this upside down for a while. Well, this one gets this and this. There we go. And I'll keep the needle. I hope. Maybe. Someday. Ugh. Come up. Typical. Come on. Okay. It's actually not magnetic. That would be why it fell in. Okay. Okay. So let's start by folding these at least. I don't seem to have any indication on my sound. Just a sec. Let's see. Yeah, that's funny because last time I could actually see the sound on the screen. This time I can't. That is a bit odd. Tiny bit. Oh, onwards to the card. Let's see. So I haven't actually checked if I can get the. Let's see, I was on the NMFT earlier. Figured out check here for the weekly sketch challenge. Sketch challenge. There it is. So it is actually up when it's 8 o'clock local time. So I can do that if I have nothing else I need to do for my lives. I was also thinking about maybe starting up my folio for my vacation last year, but that would require me to actually get the photos printed, which I should, of course, but that's a requirement to start that project altogether, I'd say, at least. So I'm hoping to make it a weekly thing to do these lives. at what is local time to me is 8 in the evening, 20 as we say. We use Zulu time here. It just makes things easier. Okay. And yeah, hopefully that'll go well. This is the first one, so let's see how long this lasts. I have already edited the video for this weekend at least. Now it just needs voiceover, and I need to write in all the supplies I've been using for that card. So, and I need to find more jobs that I can apply for, but that task seems to never be done right because I'm still unemployed. So, and some people who are employed, they are still looking. I hope I won't be one of those people. I hope I find the right place to be. But yeah. What else to say? Except the fact that I'm sorry. I'm yawning. This is live. I can't really cut anything out. So I'm going to have to endure whatever happens here. And the beeping in the background, that's a computer game, PlayStation game. So nothing is about to explode or anything. There we go. That's 8. And I can put this one away. And this one. Let's start with this one. It's an older pack from Free Scoops. And I know everything's backwards. I still haven't figured out how to undo that. And maybe I won't even be able to until I reach 500 or maybe even 1,000 subscribers. I think it's fine that YouTube have all these rules for when you can do certain things, but right now I'm just annoyed, you know. I could make 5, 6 fake profiles and go in and subscribe to myself, but I think that's just bad manners. These 3, I think. Yeah, those seem cheerful. Good, that's right. And this one is mostly for kids. That was why I picked it, because I need more kids cards. This one is cute. This is really good paper, actually. 230 grams. Damn. It's a very, very, very old pack from Pendul. It's a crafting chain. I know it's here and it's in Norway, maybe even Sweden. I don't know how much else they cover when it comes. Hey, Jaina, dear. Doesn't Daddy want to play with you? No. So, this one maybe. What was I saying? I think maybe it is in Germany too, but I'm not completely sure. But I like the pale colors of this. There's a lot of backgrounds I've been using, but these with the critters on I've never really gotten much use of. And this one I need, that's for sure. It's a dog. It's not to love. Come on. But look at that background with the dots. I like it. That's 2. See if we can get another one. I do already have one in mind, but let's see the rest. See these beige patterns there. So nice. Hey, Gina, dear. And there's a cat. And then there's this one won't work as well for this format, but I think the cat will. Damn, this is thick. Wow. So that's 3. And I could get more. So it also had pink at one point. I used the background of this one. That's why I was only one dog. I was wondering. So that's 6. Then I only need 2 in this one. Maybe I should do 10. Because I know there's a lot of papers in this one. Let's start with the off-cut. Some of you may recognize these 2 from a previous card made for a boy named Mess. Yeah, I think this way. That's one, at least. This is wide enough, but... Oh yeah, it's again. Turn it over because there's some pretty details. But I don't have flowers, so maybe not. This one is gorgeous. It is tiny bit too small, but the white of this one doesn't clash with the white on the paper, so we could do that one. This one is an easy sell as well. Let's see what else we got. You see, the paper is double-sided, one with letters and one without. And remember when I did the others on Saturday, I talked about this, and here it is, the striped paper. This is where I got it from. Hi, Jana, dear. Hi, Jana. The boats and the another sea theme. The presents, the numbers, the birthday. This one is more neutral. And this one is on. And here's the project I talked about. One of them, which is in here. There we go. There we go. Let's do these. Be needing this. And my glue, of course. And something heavy on top of this. So this one was a little bit too small, I think. Yeah, if we take it down here. And then 10.5 becomes 9.5. There we go. And then that fits. More scraps for me. I have to be better at scrap cards though. Not really my forte. I think it's because I want things to match, and I rarely buy paper pack actually that match all the way through. These are a rarity in my collection. I often just buy pattern paper that I think is pretty, one sheet of it, and use it for what I need, and then I have some scraps. Ooh, this smells. Like poor nose. I was not ready for that one today. Sorry about that. Okay. And luckily there's no up or down on this one. Under here to keep it in place. And I wanted to turn it this way. Good. Start by taking off the white line. There we go. And I will need 10.5. Actually 10 and 6 millimeters, because I always do that extra millimeter. And then it's 14 and 8, but add 1. Just have to be sure. 15, just to be safe. I would like the balloons, but then this happy is problematic. What if I do it here and then cut it at 15? Still need to have the H on the other end. There we go. And 15. Yay, more scraps. So this card should be upright. A tiny bit of glue on the edge here. I love this. That this trimmer can do this. This is so cool. Hey, Jana dear. What you got there? What you got there? What you got there? Huh? What you got there? So 10.5 and 1 extra millimeter. Hey, JJ. Go play with daddy, go play with daddy. And yeah, let's do one lying down then. That would make this side the cut side at 6 millimeters. It's okay, you can play. This one should be lying down, I think, or should. I could actually fit them on here without. If I take off a bit here, and then do the. Just got that little heart there in the picture. Oh, that is cute. That'll be so cute. I got a strip of hearts. This one we got upright. Good. That way, that way, that way, that way. And then we do this one. There we go. Another card base with that. And this one doesn't really matter. You can turn any way it wants. And this one is also all rounded. A good thing I have cardstock in this color to cut names or happy birthday or something out of. That would be nice. There we go. I'll need it again later, but just put it away for now. All of these are all to the edge. Just have to remember to put them on right side up. Oop. Oh, this glue. Good. This side up. This way. So this way. There we go. Goody. I am planning, whenever I get to use these for something, to put the customization on the channel, of course. cheat you all of that, but right now I just need to be ready for summer because it seems like things always spring up out of nowhere, and there's holidays. Well, at least I hope to be going on holidays. Have one planned with friends. We do that every year. Have been for quite a few years now. Just go have fun. Hey, Gina. We make sure to pick a place where there are things for those who have children, and that we are allowed to bring our fur babies. This will be Gina's first trip, so that's going to be exciting. Morgan is old and therefore not much trouble. Of course, since he's deaf, we have had problems with him running away. Luckily, it happened once, and everybody was so very scared that it hasn't happened since. And we found him. He was sitting in our car. Someone had forgotten to close the door in the passenger side. And he just jumped in, and he was sitting there waiting for us to go home. He wanted to make sure he was not left behind, which is a silly thing because we never leave him anywhere. Not really. But that's dog logic. But it was night, and he was out, and well, like I said, he's deaf. You can't really call him. So there was quite a bit of panic. And it was the first evening there, so no one knew the area, especially not the dog. Yes, it was just a learning experience. Let's call it that. So, but with that holiday, the thing is all about togetherness. We play board games and make lovely food. Sometimes we go out to eat, or one year we went and played mini golf. And what else have we done? Well, since the first few times were during Corona, we didn't actually do much outside of our bubble. We went to a local safari park. The area we normally go to is kind of where I grew up, so I know some of the places very well. This one, the safari park, used to be the every year trip for my family, but nowadays it's just too expensive. When I was little, there were in some magazines you could clip a coupon, and with that coupon you could fill the car with people and drive in and only pay a certain amount. Nowadays you have to pay by person, and back then actually there were no restraints on you had to wear your seatbelt or anything. So I have heard tales of the 80s where they actually did pile people in the car because they only had one coupon. So they piled every loose person, so to speak, into one car, and then one car used a coupon and the other car paid for the person in the car. And then when they got inside, they switched back. I imagine it was quite a scene. But they have kind of free roaming animals in this park. They have well, like I said, safari park, so they have rhinos and zebras if you prefer, and giraffes, ostriches. They also have tigers. They do not, as such, roam free. In the olden days, you could drive into the enclosure and try and see if you could find them, and that was actually kind of hard. Even in a green forest, it's incredible how well an orange being can hide. So that was an experience. They've shut that part down, so now they made this walkway instead, where you walk over the enclosure, and then you have to try and find the tiger. They rescue tigers from from circuses nowadays. And since the war in Ukraine, they have also taken in lionesses, which have been which they have been displaced because of the war. Um, so they're doing that. Some years back, they took in circus elephants because it became illegal to have them in Denmark. And instead of selling them off to some circus in another country, they decided to send all these ladies, because all of the elephants are ladies, on pension. And the park built them a huge enclosure where they are now. They are 4 now. 3 of them came from one circus and 1 from another. So they also have areas where you can go out and pet the animals that are less dangerous, like goats and donkeys, small horses, camels. So, but it's a place you drive through. All the enclosures mostly, not the monkeys. In the olden days, you could actually drive your car in to see the monkeys up close, but you would come out without your whatever was not really stuck to your car would no longer be on your car, like antennas and wipers. They would pick the cars completely, which was kind of fun, but not so much for the owner of the car. So they changed it. When I was a kid, you could go in riding in a specialized what's it called? What is it called? No, it's not a bus. It's a tractor pulling an enclosure or some kind. Where you would sit in, and then we would feed the monkeys. We would feed them spaghetti, and it was fun because when I was a kid, it was those long ones, so you could actually sit and pull the spaghetti with the monkeys. That was a fun interaction. They were very clever about it. But that's all over now. Because sometimes when the baby monkeys do not hold on to their mamas well enough, they fall off and they get run over. So now that's over too. Now we can just watch them from the sidelines. We can go and see the lemurs in their cages, but they're saying no touching policy. Of course, it's fine. There should be no touching of the animals. That's not what I mean. It's just that it was fun to interact with the animals. Yeah. But that was one thing we saw one year with our friends. The summer is almost here. I say it that way because next week we're supposed to get 20 degrees. That's Celsius, by the way, for the first time this year. And I'm looking forward to it. But since it's this early, I also think we will get more than we bargained for again this year. Some really hot nights ahead during the height of summer, because May is normally a weird month here. It has, maybe not this late in May, but it has happened that we've had snow in May. Not that it stayed or anything, but it's just the variation in weather. April's worse, May is more tempered, but it still happens that we get more or less than we wanted of a season. But it has been very nice weather the last few weeks, and I hope that means a lot of fruit this year, because some years, if all goes wrong, there's frost during the months when the fruit trees flower, and then we don't get good crops. And I love cherries so much. I really love cherries. What's that? That's not good. You seeing that? It's a tiny bit of text. See if I can get it off. Yeah, cherries. I really love them, but they're so expensive. I was one of those people who were lucky enough to climb into a cherry tree as a kid and eat so many cherries that I couldn't even climb down. Oh, that was a good summer. But here we are, 8 more cards. Another half an hour spent on the internet. So I guess I do have to because my back is killing me. I will sign off now. I should be back live next Wednesday. There'll be a video on Saturday. But until then, I hope you'll be having a good day, evening, or night.